How's it going, everybody? Almighty Tevin here, reporting live from the bando, and I'm happy to say it is the beginning of WAPtober, and also the beginning of the hardcore gaming season. And before you tell me it started with Recoil, and before you tell me it started with Deus Ex Square Enix game that's not Tomb Raider, I will tell you that you are indeed wrong, because those games, trust me, those games were games no one cared about, because those games didn't bring in the views. Anyway, if you don't already know, this is the stupid videos I do every week usually, unless I'm mentally unstable and don't want to do it, or unless I'm going through some real life shit and don't want to do it. But yeah, last week hadn't been too hot for me. TBH, I'm going to be chopping up some broccoli when I actually start this video, trying to get more than one thing done at the same time. Been up for about, I don't know, I've been up a really long time, so it's one of those days where I kind of just don't sleep, so it is what it is. But Solange Knowles has a new fucking album out, son, so that actually put me in a good mood. So I'm recording this video so y'all can thank her. You don't know who that is, do you? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, let's see. We got a few pre-streams, and of course we have the classic weekend preview. All that's coming in a nutshell, 27 minutes long. Anyway, let's get these pre-streams. The talk of the town, if you count DSP as a town, the talk of the town is views, son. Views, and not the Drake album. But anyway, let's see. We got September 26, 2016, return of Overwatch. Shouldn't it be return to Overwatch? I guess you could use both. That high game Overwatch that all the kids are playing. Anyway, 5 minutes in is apparently what I typed at the top of the screen. So what the fuck was he talking about at 5 minutes in? Views?
Stupid ass Google and YouTube, they think they're better than us, even though we're the people who use YouTube on a daily basis. They think they know better than us, and they do the.
Well, that already makes a lot of sense, because we use YouTube all the time. That means we know more than the people that run YouTube. So with that logic, we should be running every business that we go to.
These silly changes.
That was quick.
So anyway, all these changes have been going on behind the scenes.
Hopefully y'all can hear this. Let me see. Yeah, y'all ought to be able to hear this.
These live streams, if you're tuned in right now watching this live stream, ever since I started streaming on YouTube in the fall of, well, actually, it was actually at that point almost the winter of 2014, so almost 2 full years ago. The way that it worked is that YouTube.
Well, I don't know where this is going. I forgot.
Was considered the stream.
We shall see.
Okay, and every time that I live streamed, it would basically add additional views to that video.
Should have had a
solid
play for this.
It would add additional likes and dislikes to that video.
All right.
And I don't know why. I mean, it never really made any sense. Okay, it never really. Why would you want your stream to be one continuously running video? It was silly, because every month I would look at my performance statistics, and the #1 video would always be the stream, because obviously the stream's been running now for 2 years, so obviously it's got a ridiculous amount of views, right? So it's kind of silly. Well, all of a sudden,
okay, if you don't know exactly what he's talking about, he mean ever since he started on YouTube. At least I think it was ever since he started on streaming on YouTube. His stream would be one video. Like if you went to his stream, it would show like, it wouldn't show the right view count. It would show the amount of live viewers, but the dislikes would still be there. So if you disliked this video yesterday, well, the stream yesterday, you couldn't dislike it the next day. It was really weird. But he talking about it like he had no options, like he couldn't change it. And I've seen people stream every day that was streaming before, well, not before, but that was streaming the same time he was streaming on YouTube, and they had a different stream every day with different dislikes and likes. So I don't know why he didn't change it. When he changed it, well, I thought he changed it, but I guess he didn't, because the way he's talking about it, YouTube did it, and he didn't notice. Of course, DSP didn't notice something until way later, if you want to believe that. I always find it funny, you know, if he was to just go by what he's saying, that a full-time YouTuber, somebody that does YouTube for a living and streaming is part of his job, and he didn't know that the fucking URL changed for weeks. Well, I'm gonna say for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks he didn't know. But streaming is his fucking job, basically. It's part of it. It's kind of sad if that's true. It is what it is.
YouTube decided to change that. They changed it so that now every time that I live stream,
why is he even talking about
breaks
this?
it off to be considered a separate video.
I forgot.
And that's all well and good if you tune in to the link that I post up on Twitter, or if you just go to my main DSP Gaming webpage.
Nobody going to that website.
The channel page to find my streams.
Shitty website.
But if you're a person who bookmarks my streams, now you can't really do that anymore. People have been bookmarking and then they go back and it's the old stream. Like it's yesterday's stream. And they're like, why am I watching yesterday's gameplay? What's going on? This is just some weird change.
Also, a fun fact. If you watch a DSP stream now, because he set hit, well, I don't know if he got it set that way or if he, I don't know. I'm just assuming. I'm assuming he set his streams to private or he has it set to auto private. But if you watch a DSP stream, like for instance, if you watch his stream today, I don't know what day this is, what day you're gonna see this, but if you watch his YouTube stream and don't close the tab and then refresh the tab a few hours later, you'll be able to watch the entire stream from the beginning to the end. It's really fucking weird. But it's set as a private video, so you can't go back and watch it like the old days when he was streaming on YouTube before the copyright strikes. But you can watch his whole stream hours after it's done if you just leave the tab open. If you open the tab and start a stream and just never close it and come back a few hours later, you can watch the whole stream. It's kind of odd, but whatever. That's YouTube.
Behind the scenes,
YouTube has odd stuff.
You either have to go to thekingofhate.com.
I guess it makes sense.
Or you have to go to my DSP Gaming channel page and then there click on live stream in order to actually see the new one.
Oh, he's telling us how to watch a stream while we're watching the stream.
I know it's a weird change, and it probably doesn't affect most of you, to be completely honest here. But for those who it does, I just wanted to throw that out there. That's why things have been looking.
I think one of his mods,
I don't know why they did that.
Said he
but we'll see.
Bookmarked the stream, which is really odd. Nice snort, by the way.
It actually affects anything. Actually, right now, Popsicle in the stream chat, he's one of the moderators. The stream chat says, "I used to
one of those hot mods.
Now I can't anymore. It doesn't bring up the correct stream anymore." So I don't know. I'm like, I gotta shrug and say I don't know what's going on, why they changed that, or how it's gonna affect anything. Who knows, right? Another thing that I've noticed.
All right, here we go.
In the past couple of weeks, I've noticed that it seems like
views
on all of my videos on DSP Gaming look ridiculously low. I mean, I'll give you an example here. Banjo-Kazooie, all right? A game that I played on Friday, a game that the patrons voted and nominated on, right? This is the game they wanted to see a playthrough of.
He says this like it was thousands of people. Like 100 fucking people voted. And all 100 didn't even vote for that game. So they already watched it if they voted.
The stream got good views. Okay, I just want to make that clear. The stream actually did well. The views were good for the premiere of Banjo-Kazooie on Friday, but the views on the videos on YouTube look like they're non-existent. In fact, most of the videos say they don't even have 1,000 views. Now I'm looking at it, I'm scratching my head like, what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense. And then you look at the actual comments on the videos, and you look at the likes and dislikes, and they're kind of normal.
Let's go to these Banjo videos. I love how dumb DSP is, though, in so many weird, odd ways. I mean, I don't fucking know if the YouTube views are fucked up or not, but the way he explained this YouTube situation and the reason why he assumed his YouTube views are fucked up is because he's getting paid the same amount. I don't have a video playing right now. My bad. It's because he's getting paid the same amount, but the pay probably went up because it's the hardcore gaming season, isn't it? It's September, October, November, December. All Call of Duty, Battlefield, all of those hot games got the commercials playing. You probably got some fucking stupid car commercials playing because people apparently buy cars for Christmas time. So football season started, basketball season about to start. You got all these ads all over YouTube and all over the internet and all over TV. I'm pretty sure ad revenue already went up. For some reason, he think it's going to go up this month. I think it already went up. And I think that's why he getting paid the same amount. And I think his views are actually this low. I don't fucking know. There's no way I can know. I don't fucking work for YouTube. But he got just as much information as me. He just analyzes it incorrectly, I believe. But these hot banjo views, 1,000, 1,200, 2,000, because they were salty in that video. 1,200, less than 1,000, 1,000, less than 1,000, 1,000. These, as I said, and these videos from 3 days ago. So these views are these are the real. I'm stuttering too much. These are the real views. And when I say the real views, I mean, like, you know, if you look at the view count of a video that been uploaded a day ago, maybe even 2 days ago, you can say, you know, that's not the legit view count. But a 3-day-old video, it ain't getting that much more views than it got, fam, unless the views are legitimately stuck. And I respond to that by saying, well, fuck, check the views on that shit a week from now and see if they still the same. I don't know. Ain't really nothing you could do about it. You just got to go by his word. Or you could check a lot, and even then, I don't know. I think that's the actual views, though. I don't think people are fucking chomping at the bit to see Banjo fucking Kazooie, that high game Banjo Kazooie. Somebody go get mad at me because I'm talking about Banjo Kazooie. I don't want to fucking watch that game. And then, like, you got to think about it this way: DSP is the spokesperson for the hardcore gaming season because he created the term, and he's the only person that uses it besides me, apparently. But he say people come back during this time of the year to see the new games. People are interested in seeing the new games. People can't wait to see the new games. You playing old games on your YouTube channel, and you actually think views are low by accident. I don't think so, but that's just me. And he talk about the likes and the comments. 28 likes, 16 dislikes. Fucking like 5 comments. It's terrible. That's average. That's the norm. That's fucking butt numbers.
So obviously something's going on with YouTube that they don't know what the hell they're
doing. I think
his
views just low.
On the weekly preview last night.
I think his views just low. I think his views just low, and a few more people like the videos, and a few different people are commenting. Because remember, don't people come around now that don't usually come around to see the new games? Maybe some of these people came around to see the new games and said, "Oh, you're playing some old shit." Well, I'm gonna like the video and comment anyway. Maybe some people watched his old pre-streams and he say to like the video if you like it. Remember, don't he say that? If you like the video, like it. But then when he get low views and the same amount of likes, he think that the fucking views froze. Maybe people actually started listening to you. I don't know. But he does all of this talking about views, and this ain't the first time he's done it this week. He's talked about views more than once during the course. Well, not this week, during the course of last week. And then he always tells us he don't care about views. Because he don't get paid on views, he get paid on ad revenue, which is also really fucking dumb to live that way. Because yes, of course you get paid on ad revenue and not on views, but it's a lot better to get 1,000 views and 100 people watch ads than to get 100 views and 100 people watch ads, because you can't count on those 100 people. But if you have 1,000 people, you can at least hope that a good 100 of them don't have ad block, don't want to use ad block, too stupid to have ad block, or watching on something that don't have ad block. So saying I don't care about views because I get paid off ads is fucking stupid. That's a terrible way to do YouTube, because you counting on a small amount of people to help you out. I think YouTubers care about views even when they get paid by ads anyway, is for the reason a lot of people would think that, you know, if you get more views, of course your shit is going to be high in the YouTube search and blah, 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 blah. And if you get more views, it's the bigger chance that a higher amount of people won't have ad block. Like I say, I would rather have 100 people, not 100 people, I would rather have 1,000 people with the possibility of 100 of them using ad block than to have 100 people and I got to count on all 100 of them not using ad block. But this is a full-time YouTuber, been doing this full-time for what, 6 years now? Full-time YouTuber, DarkSyde Phil. And he's this mindless when it comes to YouTube. He knows how to run a business, you guys. I'm just being a player hater right now.
No one on YouTube does. This changed late last year when basically all of the partnership affiliates went through their old contracts and said we can't pay based
I'm still got to cook something
work.
after this. That's why I'm chopping up broccoli right now.
Everyone's contracts at the end of last year. So basically everyone on YouTube is making less money. That's the bottom line.
Everyone making less. So what about the people that wasn't getting paid off views anyway?
Number on a video is. I don't give a shit. You know, as long as I have people watching the videos and there's engagement.
I don't care what the view number is as long as people watch it. It makes no sense.
Engagement and all that, that's what counts. So it's funny because I've been looking this whole month at
what you been looking at?
Stats, basically. All right.
I don't care about views, but I don't care about views as long as people watch, which means that you care about views in a way. And then he has the nerves to say he been looking at stats. Views count as stats, DSP. You mean how much money you making?
My stats for YouTube.
What are these stats?
You know, what's going on with the business.
Business?
I can tell you this. The month of September is on par to be just as,
Jesus fucking Christ.
As successful as the month of August was. It's not like...
It's not.
All of a sudden, there's a giant dip in viewership.
Views.
And my business is tanking.
Business.
It's actually the complete opposite. It's doing just as well as August did, and I'm not surprised because basically both months were kind of slow. There weren't a lot of new releases, but overwhelmingly,
really good business got to rely on other businesses to be good.
July was really bad. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah. So I don't know what YouTube is doing. I really don't. I don't know what YouTube is doing that like
maybe people on YouTube not watching your videos.
On certain videos, it doesn't seem like it's all videos because I released a vlog on the King of Game Vlogs about Street Fighter 5 and that seemed to do pretty well. So
okay, let me get this straight. He actually so dumb and so naive to actually believe that the views are being froze on some videos but not others. The video on his other channel, that video didn't get froze for the views because the views was good. But the videos with bad views, those views got froze because the views are bad. What? That's the equivalent of saying if you don't like me, you just hating because I'm successful. That's how those types of people think. If it's negative, no. If it's negative, it's wrong. Or you're doing it for the wrong reason. If it's positive, it's happening for the right reason. Something positive happened. Oh, it's because I'm really good and I'm talented and everyone loves me. Something negative happened. Oh, you just hating, fam. That's the way he looking at this view situation.
I don't know if there's maybe they changed an engagement.
I need to make a thumbnail for this video.
Percentage of the video.
Steal a view from the 6 picture and put DSP face on it.
But at least from what I can see, it's not affecting my business at all.
Well, my broccoli done chopping. I don't know what to do now.
I can see. So I just gotta shrug and be like, I don't know. But the reason I'm telling you this is because unfortunately a lot of people judge the quality of a YouTube video.
No, they don't.
Based off of the viewership.
That's fucking
stupid.
So
if you go to DSP Gaming for this month and you notice, oh wow, well Phil did a lot of stuff this month. Oh, For Honor. He played the For Honor Alpha and that got a lot of views.
I think if you call DSP Phil, you're not gonna judge his videos based on the amount of views it got. I'm just saying. Also, if you judge videos based on the amount of views they get, you won't even be subscribed to DSP in the first place.
So that's probably good, right? And, you know, I did Dead
Rising. Also, I talked about this months ago. Legit months ago. Probably more than 7 or 8 months ago. If you really go on a YouTube video saying, wow, this video has low views, it must be bad, you are a really, really, really dumb person. And I don't think anybody thinks that way on YouTube. I mean, maybe like a 10-year-old or something. But I don't think I don't want to say what I want to say because it's going to make some fucking 10-year-old watching is going to get salty. I don't think the average person thinks that way. That's how I'm going to word that.
Rising playthrough got some pretty good views. So that's good. But then you look at Banjo-Kazooie and it looks like it has no views on it. Views. Right? You're going to say, oh, that must be the worst playthrough of the month. I'm not going to watch that.
It's the worst playthrough of the month because it got low views. That don't mean it don't have anything to do with interest at all. Nope, nothing to do with that.
It's not the case.
Oh my god.
At all, actually.
Is he gonna say it's a good playthrough?
It's doing that, so please don't judge the videos based off of whatever this view count issue is that they're doing. I don't know what the hell that is going on, and you know, this has been a constant with YouTube over the years. They fuck everything up.
Remember, he don't care about views, but he got to have a whole conversation with us about views because he think we care. I just thought about it. He think the average viewer that go to his channel and look at his videos and say, oh, what's Phil been doing? The average viewer calling him Phil. But whatever. He think those people care about his views more than him, basically. because those people are going to go to his channel and see if Banjo-Kazooie got low views, and they're not going to watch it because it has low views. So those people care about views more than him. That's what he's trying to tell us, because he don't care about the views, you guys. He tells us that all the time.
Worry about it because I'm not based on views anymore. I used to really worry when I would see a playthrough with low views. I'd be like, oh shit. Now it's like, as long as I'm still,
that's still really stupid.
Business-wise, behind the scenes, doing as well as I have been doing, I really don't care.
That's really stupid, man.
I have no worries about continuing Banjo-Kazooie this week. I really don't.
It's a really stupid way to think about it.
So there you go. I don't know why on earth this is happening, but I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, throw it out there.
What else?
I think you threw it out the rest of the week.
This week. There's a lot of fun stuff. Tomorrow, actually, is the next episode of Hitman.
Man, this dude.
On stream tomorrow.
Did he say anything else in this video?
Stop new releases till the end of the year. It's kind of funny because all this time I've been mentioning the month of October. I've been saying, oh, Mafia 3.
It's pronounced Woptober, DSP.
Gears of War 4, WWE.
Also, let's go back over these releases so I can shit on them again.
Because all this time I've been mentioning the month of October.
Woptober.
I've been saying, oh, Mafia 3, Gears.
Mafia 3, Mafia 1 was made by a different dev team than Mafia 2, and Mafia 3 is made by a different dev team than Mafia 2. I think I worded that right. Also, Mafia 3 doesn't even no press got copies of the game, so everybody got to play the game day one. Also, Mafia 3, is it even like any legitimate footage of the game online? I don't know. I'm trying to say I don't think Mafia 3 is going to be that good. It might be good, but I don't think it's going to be that good. I guess we shall see. But even if it is good, it's Mafia 3. DSP didn't even play Mafia 1, did he? I think he played Mafia 2. But it's Mafia 3, meaning it's the third game. Meaning if you don't care about Mafia 1 and 2, for instance, if you're me, you probably won't care about Mafia 3 unless you can pirate it. And then maybe you'll play it for a day and never go back to it. What's the other game?
Gears of War 4.
Gears of War 4, Xbox exclusive. Well, Windows exclusive. We know Windows exclusive games do great on YouTube. Just look at Recall. And on streams too. Just look at Recall. People play Recall for like half a day and no one fucking plays it now. These Microsoft exclusive games are, I don't know what to call it, but no one is like no one wants to see them and no one wants to fucking play them. Even the people that can play them don't want to play them, and it don't seem like people really want to see them. So that's Gears of War 4. Also, it's Gears of War 4, which I believe is the 5th game. And if you don't care about Gears of War already, you're not gonna want to watch Gears of War 4. So that's that.
WWE
and WWE, whatever number it is this year. I think it's 2K17. A very niche game for a very niche sport. That's the fan base for WWE dies every day, more and more. If you care about wrestling, you're gonna probably watch somebody else play it, or you're gonna play it yourself because it's a really niche sport, and the people that are really into it are really into it, and the people that give no fucks about it give no fucks about it. I don't think the average casual YouTube viewer is gonna say, "Oh, DSP Gaming is playing WWE 2K17. I gotta watch that." No, they're probably gonna say, "Oh, it's stupid wrestling. I don't like watching wrestling," and they're gonna move on. So that's that.
The PlayStation VR is launching.
And PlayStation VR, which I can't find a way to shit on that. People are gonna want to watch PlayStation VR stuff because it's basically a new console. To be honest, it's fucking what, $400, and the games cost between $20 and $60. I was looking on Amazon. I was quite shocked and in awe at the price of these fucking PSVR games. Some of these games $50, $60. So you got to spend $400 to go. You got to spend $400 for an add-on. I'm acting like it's a new console to make it a little bit easier to comprehend. But you got to spend $400 for a fucking add-on to your $400 system if you bought it day one. And make sure you have a PS Vita, because you have to be able to do remote play every once in a while too, for some reason, because they made that seem like it was important. Remember that? Remember the PS Vita? Remember when people bought one? I bought one day one. That was a good choice. And you also got to have the PlayStation camera, which I think come with the VR bundle, but don't come with the regular version of the VR. So you got to have the VR, the fucking stupid, weird controller things, and the PlayStation camera. And you got to buy these $20 to $60 priced games. Plus, it's other games coming out too. So you got to buy PlayStation VR games and actual real games that are going to probably be fun besides just some novelty. It's a lot of money. A lot of money. I wonder how people felt when a Sega CD came out back in the day. Because this PSVR is making me get like Vietnam flashbacks to Sega and all they fucking add-ons. The 32X and Sega CD and shit. And look how good that turned out for Sega. Sony obviously ain't going out of business anytime soon, but this PSVR thing, I'm not a fan, not a fan. But yeah, people are gonna want to see that, just like people want to see every new system when it come out, and it's basically a new system. And even if it wasn't, even if I didn't look at it that way, I'm sure some people just look at it as an add-on. Even then, it's still a big deal as far as console games concerned. Just like when the Kinect came out. And Microsoft don't have their VR solution out yet, huh? Rip. They holding a lot of L's right now. Yikes.
Battlefield 1 and Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2.
Oh yeah, more games. More hot games. Battlefield 1, wow, we all show up to DSP to see first-person shooters, don't we? Look at the Call of Duty views. Look at the Battlefield 4 views. Not too hot. Battlefield 4 had good views, but Battlefield 4 was on the PS4, and the PS4 was a brand new system. So Battlefield 4 had pretty good views because of that reason. When he played the Battlefield Hardline beta, they didn't really get amazing views. He didn't even play the game when it came out. When he played that Star Wars game, it didn't do amazing. And I think that was kind of a bad game. I'm not even going to say anything more about that game. And when he played, I already went over Call of Duty. I don't think Battlefield 1 is going to get amazing views. They have their people to go to for games like this. And even if you don't, DSP is a really bad option for first-person shooters. Unless you want to watch somebody stumble the entire way through the game. And talk about how much it's not. This is going to be his Battlefield 1 stream. Look at the graphics. How do I do place thing here? And wow, this is so much better than Call of Duty. This is a real first-person shooter. Call of Duty, you're jumping off the walls and blah, 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 blah. You know, because Battlefield 1 is the definition of a hardcore first-person shooter, and it's completely realistic. Totally, you guys. That's going to be Battlefield 1. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, I think it's called. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1, I don't know why it's getting a sequel, because I don't think 1 was that good. And it's Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z is, I'm saying all kind of stuff people won't like me to say. It's been like this for a couple months now. They ought to be fucking used to it. A Dragon Ball Z Let's Play is the equivalent of doing a WWE game Let's Play. It's fucking niche as fuck, and the people that are known for doing it are known for doing it, and the people that are not known for doing it are probably gonna get garbage views because people are gonna see it. Dragon Ball Z, this anime shit, I don't want to watch that. Just like with WWE, this WWE, this stupid wrestling, I don't want to watch that. So Dragon Ball Xenoverse is rip. I don't know why that game got a sequel. Namco Bandai, Dragon Ball Z, of course it's gonna get a fucking sequel.
2. I completely forgot that at the end of this month is also the Dark Souls 3 DLC.
Dark Souls 3 DLC, because this Dark Souls 3 original playthrough was very successful. Tons of positive comments. You just look at the videos and look at the comments. Everyone loved it. The ending was amazing. He destroyed the boss in like 2 turns. He didn't get any help at all. So people can't wait to see him play Dark Souls 3 DLC, I'm sure. It won't get good views on the first streaming for the first set of videos, and then people are going to go away, and then when he gets salty, people are going to watch those videos and then not watch the other videos before and after it. Nope, that's not going to happen. People are going to love it. All right. Great hardcore gaming season, you guys. Snot.
So, I will definitely be looking into the Dark Souls 3 DLC as well.
Remember when he played the Bloodborne DLC and rage quitted on the first boss and never went back to it? Hope that don't happen again.
as well as everything else. So it's going to be a fun month of lots and lots of gameplay content coming up in October. All right.
Fun. And it's pronounced Woptober, DSP, not October.
Right.
What the fuck you talking
So if
about?
you've been craving new releases and you're angry that I haven't been playing any because there really haven't been any high-profile new releases. I mean, I'll be honest here. The biggest high-profile new release this month has been like NBA 2K17. This week FIFA is out, and it's like these sports games. Yeah, there's a tiny bit of interest when I start playing them, and then the interest quickly dies out.
Isn't WWE a sports game, basically? It's fucking made by 2K. It's got 2K in the name. Also, the interest dies out fast. You mean like the interest won't die out fast for Gears of War and Battlefield 1? You can basically compare those to sports games. They come out every year. Well, Gears of War don't come out every year, but it's third-person shooter. My bad. It's a third-person shooter. It's a shooting game. Shooting games come out a lot, and they come out all the time, and they come out every year. Sorry, but Gears of War 4 won't be that different from every other game where you can shoot at stuff in. Whatever. Anyway, that's not the point I'm trying to make. He's trying to say these sports games are uninteresting and people like lose interest after a day or two. What's going to make Battlefield 1 so interesting? If you watch DSP play Battlefield 1 for 2 hours, you're probably going to get the whole experience you would get after you watch him play it for 7 hours. The only reason why you would stick around is if you want to see him play it, but you're not going to stick around just to see the game. The only game I can see people sticking around to see the actual game is Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Dark Souls, and Mafia 3. But Battlefield, Gears of War, 2 shooting games at the same time pretty much too. That's exciting. I mean, it's a first-person shooter and a third-person shooter, but you're still running around with hunchback dudes shooting that stuff. What else? There was something else oh yeah, WWE. That's going to be exciting. I think that game got a story mode, but I don't think it has my career. I think they took that out. Also, doesn't have a PC release yet, but the last game came out like fucking 5 months later on PC anyway. It don't matter. People just going to fucking pirate it probably. Anyway.
Out. So I'm kind of not doing any of them this year in order to kind of avoid that kind of burning out.
Also, when was the last time you played FIFA? I don't think you're close to burning out on FIFA. Also, how do you burn out on a game if you play it once a year for like 12 hours?
So that's the deal. That's why I'm not really playing any of these sports games. But
Pick.
We'll get there. We'll get to the new stuff. October is going to be a great month.
Woptober.
I already know. Okay.
Like 2 people watching this are going to even fucking
really
get the Woptober reference.
I haven't done like a formal pre-stream in a while. Because
it's a 25-minute long video, by the way.
I've been so busy with this stuff that's just out of the norm. You know what I mean? Like, yesterday I did the freaking Zombies co-op.
Zombies co-op is out of the norm. He played all the Zombies co-ops for the whole Dark Souls. For the whole Black Ops 3. How was that out of the norm?
Last run in Zombies co-op, and when I did that, we were late. And then, of course, back on...
he always late.
Friday, I checked out Yuri and Street Fighter 5.
He played DLC in Street Fighter 5. How was any of this out of the ordinary?
And then I usually don't do formal pre-streams because I'm playing with the character or whatever. So I'm going to very quickly go through the plot.
So it's out of the ordinary because he couldn't talk to himself for 20 minutes.
I haven't done any of the formal plugs in a while.
Oh my god.
Gameplay of a game to let you know what that game is like.
Wait.
To just give you a cheap laugh, I actually get to...
Oh, it is. I love this.
That I am an independent YouTuber who does things a hell of a lot differently than those who would be considered the top successful gaming YouTubers. I think.
So putting almost no effort into your videos. You could look at his last Ask the King. His last Ask the King had audio delay. How many of my videos have audio delay? But guess what? Mr. Full-Time YouTuber, DarkSyde Phil, didn't fix his audio delay. He put out 3 videos with audio delay and didn't fix it. Didn't even try to fix it. Just posted in the description that it had audio delay. So I guess doing stuff a hell of a lot different than other mainstream big-time YouTubers mean put 0 effort into everything. Wow, man. You a great DSP. You a fucking guy like... I need to get out my card right now and fucking pledge.
Rather than just being scripted comedy and edited style stuff to look more like something to just give you a cheap laugh, I actually get to show you raw.
But you have edited style stuff though, so you're trying to play both sides. That's always good.
Unedited and legitimate gameplay of a game.
Also, if you don't edit your footage, and if you put as little effort into it as possible, that makes it legitimate, you guys. Trust me.
But you know what that
I'm
game is
learning
like,
all of this
right?
from a full-time YouTuber. He runs a business.
When you watch my videos, it's like sitting next to me on the couch while I'm playing. That's the point.
It's like sitting next to him on the couch. I thought it was like sitting next to him on the couch when he aimed the camera at the TV. Now it's like sitting next to him on the couch when he goes on 15-minute breaks and tries to sell you soap for 5 minutes before he starts playing. What the fuck do I know?
Point. And you don't get a lot of that anymore on YouTube. It's changed over the years. So please consider sharing. Please consider checking out the description of all of my videos.
This is almost 10 minutes of him shilling.
Code
wow.
As well as a referral link.
That's real.
I actually got a lot of people who used the code last month. I'm now verified on Twitter, which means all that silly bullshit that used to happen really doesn't happen that much anymore. And I've been getting a ton more interaction on Twitter than I used to. I actually enjoy.
He sounds like a fucking grandparent talking about Twitter. You understand how awkward it is to hear somebody talk about Twitter like this and then ask you to follow them? It's so fucking weird. The interactions have been great on Twitter. I've been really enjoying the interactivity. It's like he's talking like he runs a business, but he's not talking like how a regular person talks to another regular person. He's so fucking disconnected from everything.
Doing it a lot. I'm able to have discussions with people.
Also, he can have discussions with people now because he verified, apparently. Before he was verified, he couldn't do that. He just got trolled all day. But he already blocked all those people. I don't understand how him being verified makes anything better. At least on his end. And if you really was responding to the fake DSP accounts, you really dumb. They make those accounts to fool dumb people. And if you fell for that, you really dumb. Just look at the amount of followers the account got. You check the follow. Why would you? As soon as you check the follower number, you don't even need to see a check mark. You check the follower number, you're like, well, it's obviously not him. This dude don't even have 1,000 followers.
Able to talk about things on social media like gaming news and news.
Yet again, you see how out of touch this shit seems? I'm able to talk about gaming news. Don't the kids like the gaming news? Don't the kids like the Overwatch and the No Man's Sky talk? Oh, I'm in. I can fit in with you kids.
World and stuff that I'm doing, meals that I'm having. Sometimes I take a picture.
Sometimes he takes a picture of the meal he's having and shows it. Who's gonna hear this and say, oh man, I gotta follow that DarkSyde Field guy? You know, the dude I'm watching for gaming streams, I gotta follow him to see what food he's eating. Okay, it's enough of that. I've been rambling too long. Okay, 10 minutes into this, and this is actually a short pre-stream
too.
too.
Me anymore? They actually DSP.
Oh, views again.
Poll is going to be to determine whether you want to see me play more Forza this weekend, or if you want to see me start a Dead Rising New Game Plus playthrough. And I think I'll probably use the poll as a way to get public opinion, because sadly I can't use YouTube views anymore. YouTube views are all screwed up. I'm not going to go too much into it. I really don't want to go into detail about this, because the bottom line is views don't matter to me anymore. They actually don't. You know, as long as people are watching the videos and I'm making ad revenue, that's all that matters. And it seems to me that YouTube is so screwed up. YouTube is claiming that this month.
I love it. That's basically his way of saying, as long as I'm making money, that's all that matters. Wow. All right then. What was that stupid quote? If he only made $1 a day, he would still do YouTube. Yeah, I'll show you what. You do like one video a month probably. DarkSyde Field.
This month of September, that I had less views than the month of July.
It's not giving me problems with these fucking
July was my
right
slowest
now.
month ever. They're saying it was even slower, yet they're telling me I made more money. Doesn't make any sense. and that's why I don't really care about it. But the problem is it makes me hard to judge whether or not you guys and gals are enjoying what I'm doing, because I used to have views as the guideline to tell if you're liking what I'm putting out there or not.
Like I always say, the amount of views, if your video get a lot of views, that don't mean people liked it. They mean people was moderately interested in it. You could watch a video for 5 minutes and fucking hate it. Because you watched it, that don't mean you liked it. You could get 1,000 views on a video and 900 people fucking love it, right? But you can get 100,000 views on a video and only 20 people love it, and the rest of them fucking hate it, and they get 1 billion dislikes. DSP will upload more videos in the same series of the video that got like 100,000 dislikes before uploading a new video to the series that, you know, it got 1,000 views and 900 people loved it, because those videos didn't get a lot of views. Because if you like a video, obviously you have to watch it multiple times, because that's how you show you like something, by giving it more than one view, because that's the way it will work if that's how liking a video worked. Oh, people like the videos, it's getting a lot of views. No, they just watched it. Interest does not equal liking, but for some reason DSP think it does.
And
full-time YouTube, have been doing this for 6 years full-time.
I don't know. It's hard. So I think we're going to use a Twitter poll tonight. On Twitter, at They Call Me DSP, you'll be able to vote. Do you want to see me do more Forza this weekend, or do you want to see me do the Dead Rising New Game Plus?
Also, Twitter poll. I mean, people have to pay $5 to do a Patreon poll, but people can not even follow you on Twitter and join Twitter polls for free.
Okay.
Been talking about this for like 2 weeks now.
I don't know which way it's going to go. I have absolutely no idea. I guess we'll find out, right? And
this is going to be a long video by accident. It wasn't supposed to be this long.
Whatever people vote for, and then
I'm rambling too much.
Probably I'll just start
because I've been up too late
this weekend, and I'll balance it with the conclusion of Banjo-Kazooie, which it looks like I'll finish within 1 to 2 more sessions. I'll be finishing up Banjo-Kazooie HD, which is good. People have been enjoying that playthrough a lot.
How do you know? I thought you couldn't tell because the views didn't show.
And next week, we've
know.
got Atari games, which I may be playing. We'll see. I think there's an Atari Classics collection coming out. And then, of course, at the end of next week, we've got Mafia 3.
The Atari.
It'll be fun. I'm actually going to be playing an entire day of Mafia 3 when it launches.
By the way, entire day equals I'm going to play it at like 3 p.m. for 3 hours. Go away for about 2 to 3 hours and then play for 2 more hours that night. That means entire day. Don't even start playing before noon. Entire day, you guys. What a weird day he has. What a weird time zone he must live in or some shit. I feel like it was something else I was about to say. I think I forgot. It's not good. Yeah, I forgot. God damn it. It might have been really important.
Rising,
it wouldn't be important.
We're fun games to play, but
we could just listen to this from the start.
Alright, what's up, everybody? No reason to wait any longer. Hello and welcome to today.
It's 29-minute long pre-stream, by the way, because about 15 minutes of this is him trying to troubleshoot his chat because it wasn't working. And what makes it even better, if for some reason he couldn't just hit stop recording. I don't know why. He had to upload all of this.
Today's gameplay stream. This is the pre-stream. I'm DarkSyde Phil.
I forgot to say the title for the other ones, but the title for this one is Distraction Pre-stream. Stream chat goes bananas. Stream chat didn't go bananas. It didn't work. Going bananas is not something not working. Going bananas would mean that it's overactive, I guess. I don't know. And well, as a matter of fact, no, it did kind of go bananas, I guess, because people was spamming his chat and whatever, typical bullshit. It's shitty IRC chat.
Yada yada yada.
Oh, Twitch is IRC too. Yeah, but
it
don't look bad, and
Ladies
you could actually run it correctly.
Today, October 1st, 2016.
Woptober, not October.
Yes, the month of September is behind us.
It's not.
And you know what? Good. Because in a lot of ways, even though it was our introduction to the fall, at least gaming-wise, it was a disappointment. It really was, in my opinion. It was a month that I think it had a lot of potential, and it did not really live up to the expectations. Right?
What the fuck was the expectations?
You know, we had things like
Recall?
For better netcode in King of Fighters 14.
What?
Didn't really happen.
Like 4 people cared about that.
than the initial session that I played. The continuing Deus Ex Mankind Divided, finishing it up, and honestly wasn't very good. When it came to the main story conclusion, it was kind of disappointing. Finishing up Attack on Titan, that was kind of...
No one cared about that.
And then we had episodic releases, right? We had Batman Episode 2, which I actually
Telltale
thought was good.
suck now. I don't like Telltale
I actually really
anymore.
like Batman Episode 2.
I don't even want to
Hitman
talk about
Episode
Telltale
5,
right now.
It was all right.
It
certainly wasn't my
episodic
favorite of the
Hitman
episodes,
game,
but
though.
It wasn't my least favorite. It just was a little buggy and weird, which kind of threw me off. In that regard, you would think that it would have been a little better, and it wasn't. You had, what was it? Urian in Street Fighter V, which, of course, was a disappointment. What are you going to do there? And honestly...
It's not.
The biggest major things that happened in September were re-releases, right? We had a BioShock and Dead Rising, both of which...
Okay. Shit.
So, honestly, it was kind of disappointing, And it's funny because those who...
Also... you would think the pre-stream would be to get people interested in watching the stream. Show up to the pre-stream. You might get some nice music. You might get some, personal one-on-one time with the stream. You can have a nice little conversation. You show up to DSP pre-stream, in the first multiple minutes is them talking about how disappointing the last month was. That's not going to get me fucking hyped for anything. I don't even want to watch a game now. I want to go in and, have a cigarette or some shit.
Those who make it their business to basically stalk my business...
Oh, I love this.
Went on places like social.
People make it their business to stalk his business. You mean the one that he fucking talks about all the time?
Play, and looking at the overall views on DSP Gaming, and they came out and said, "Oh, Phil had a terrible month. It's supposed to be the hardcore gaming season."
He just said in a couple pre-streams before this that the views look like the worst month ever. So the people that's looking on Social Blade and saying that, not saying anything different besides what he said. They just not twisting it and trying to say, oh, but it doesn't matter because he don't care about views, or, oh, but the views may be frozen. They're doing the same thing as him, but not adding the extra shit.
He had a terrible month.
They're stalking him, though, apparently.
Which I respond in two different ways. First,
I thought he don't see what these people say because he blocked all of them and muted all of them. But now he know what these people say, because that's really fucking specific to be saying what people say about his Social Blade stats. Don't that sound really fucking specific? It's like he blocked everybody and mute everybody, so in hopes that they don't tweet him, but then he checks their Twitter anyway. I guarantee you DSP check at least, I'm gonna say at least 10 detractors Twitter every once in a while, at least. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Guarantee it, dude. Now, he might not be watching videos and scrolling down logs of tweets, but this motherfucker checking people tweets. I guarantee you he is, dude. People ain't tweeting him this stuff. He checking motherfuckers' tweets. He checking tweets of people he got blocked and muted. The people that talk about DSP on Twitter should block him. That's what we should do. We should block DSP. I might actually fucking do that. We should block DSP. That he can't fucking see what we got to say all goddamn day. Or he can make another account to do it.
Well,
this so fucking corny.
What do you expect? This is a business that highly fluctuates depending on what games are out, right?
That means you're on a poor business if you have to rely on other businesses to make good business decisions. I already talked about this. I've been talking about this for weeks now.
Right? If there's a month with big high-profile releases, I do well. If you actually take a look at the history of this year, back in May, April, it was actually March, April, May, and June, were great months. There were tons of new games, high-profile new releases. People were checking out all the playthroughs. I was reviewing them. The reviews were getting great viewership on KO Gaming. Everything was big and exciting and different and new.
I thought views didn't matter.
Right? And then, after that, we had a slow summer. Starting in July, from July through September, has been incredibly slow. Now, I've done what I can to keep the business afloat and to keep stuff entertaining for you guys and gals. Right? I did things like a Sonic 2006 marathon.
I don't think that kept the business afloat.
Games and stuff. I did downtime series, downtime games. I played the re-releases that were available. I did what was there. But the bottom line is, if gaming is not in a time where there's a lot of new releases and there's a lot of stuff going on, things are going to fluctuate, right? So, in that regard, what are you going to do? The business is going to have highs and lows. That's number one. Oh, by the way, thank you to Vault Hunter 23. I saw he just said he sent me an email with some stuff about Banjo-Kazooie, which I'll be playing later tonight.
People sending him hand-holding emails, dude.
Banjo-Kazooie has a
people send him emails hand-holding him in a game. That is amazing. You know how annoyed I would be if somebody fucking sent me an email saying, hey, if you want to know how to play this part of the game better, do this. I would be fucking furious. Because you're wasting my time when I read a fucking dumb email, first of all. Second of all, you're trying to tell me to do something in a game I ain't even currently playing. It's annoying enough to see it while I'm playing. I'm not even playing, and you're telling me what to do in the game. He gets emails like this. Oh my god.
Hyphen in the name, and I never put a hyphen in the name of any of
That's
the
so
videos,
lame. Full-time YouTuber.
So
this is his fucking job. His job. Imagine if the general manager for the fucking Yankees was getting emails from fans and taking their suggestions. You understand how shitty the Yankees would be ran? I don't even know if the Yankees good or not anymore in real life. But if the Yankees were bad, they would be worse, obviously. But this is what he's doing. He's taking this weird advice through emails from fans when this is his job. And of course you can say, oh, but it's being interactive. That's not fucking being interactive. Listen to what somebody say. It does not count as interaction.
Kazooie and knows there's a hyphen. Didn't find my playthrough. That's good. Alright, and then number two, the other thing that I say is what I've been bringing up the past week, which is hilarious. YouTube screwed up. YouTube is completely screwed up when it comes to
He doesn't care about views. He don't give a shit, but he got to tell us about it.
The bottom line is my business isn't based off of views anymore. It hasn't been this entire year. So for me, even though, yeah, viewership obviously is a general way for you to see how something is going business-wise, if there's ups and downs or whatever, but it's not the end-all and be-all of my business.
Wow, how much times he said business.
I don't have to live worrying every month if I have high views or low views.
This dude,
and the bottom line is a lot of people are saying, oh, look, September was slow for Phil. Is this a bad sign? No.
Who are these people? Are these people on Twitter that you blocked? Are these fans? It's got to be like 5 fans that say this. It's got to be.
Because it's a perfect sign that my business will fluctuate with what games are out. And
all right, business. Shit.
At the end of this week, Friday of this week, coming up, we've got Mafia 3, which I'm very excited for, although now it's usually not a good sign.
Yeah, you're talking about nobody getting early review copies.
Gears of War 4, which has both single Gears of War 4, probably WWE. The PSVR know how to fix it. It seems like, I guess, some people are trying to join through the client on the.
Okay, the rest of this is him talking about the chat, and he go on a little bit talking about possibly streaming on YouTube like he always been doing, but using the YouTube chat. And I would try to find a part, but it's not even really worth it. But I remember a while back, somebody, when they first fixed the YouTube chat and made it better, and you could have permanent mods, somebody told him, and he was like, oh, I don't want to go back to yet, because we're used to using the IRC chat now. But now he's thinking about possibly switching to using the YouTube chat. Which, honestly, I mean, maybe to him it might be worth it. I don't think it'll be worth it. He'll probably he would get a lot more people talking in the chat because people really don't want to go through that extra step to talk in a DarkSyde field chat. But he would be putting his mods through so much bullshit if he was to switch to YouTube for the chat. Because he got to remod all of them, and they got to ban so much people. Like, okay, if you want to join his RC chat, you got to make a username, and it's just extra steps that a lot of people don't want to go through. But with YouTube, everybody got a fucking YouTube account. So if you want to troll DSP on YouTube while he's streaming, you just log on your Google Plus account and post mean stuff. Oh, I got banned. I have 40 other fucking Google Plus accounts. So he'll be putting his mods through a lot, because you can't IP ban on that. You can IP ban in his IRC chat, And you know, the average person isn't going to go through the effort of using a VPN. The average person isn't going to go through the effort of trying to reset their IP to troll more. And besides that, the average person can't change their IP and don't know how to use a VPN. And it's like that 2% of people that go through that extra stuff to try to troll more. But if he stream and use the YouTube chat, all of that shit's gonna be thrown out the window, and he's gonna be putting his mouth through a lot of bullshit. And to make it even worse, it's a terrible idea for him to do that this time of the year. Remember when he switched from Twitch to YouTube during the hardcore gaming season, and it was a fucking mess? Yeah, him using the YouTube chat this time of the year would be a bad idea. Because you're gonna go from your mods needing to mod 40 or 50 people, maybe 100 people on a really good day, like if you're playing Dark Souls or some shit. You're gonna go from your mods needing to mod 20 to 100 people. I'm gonna say 20 to 50 people, to be honest. You're gonna go from them needing to mod that to needing to mod 200 to 300 people. Yeah, not a good idea. You don't need to do that. Jesus Christ. Okay, fuck that. Oh my God, we got another one.
Right.
What he said in this video.
Rather than it just being about me flubbing around and failing and raging and getting pissed off at the game because I don't know what to do.
He talking about Dead Rising.
Especially if you're a fan of the game, you know, and you've played it before, you know way more better than I would of what things I missed out on and what things would be fun for me to do in this second run now that it's a new game plus run, right? And I have the capabilities of doing things I couldn't do the first time around. So it's going to be fun and different, you know. Like I said, usually my first run through of the game is an honest run through. This is going to be different.
Usually his first run through a game is an honest run through. Watch the end of his Dark Souls 3 playthrough. Was that an honest run through of a game? No. This is him trying to basically say, I want you to handhold me through playing this game, and because it's my second time playing it, it's unique and different. He gets handheld through all of his games. He getting emails about stuff to do in Banjo-Kazooie, and that's his first time playing a game. He admitted to that in his other pre-stream. He's getting fucking emails about how to play a game he playing for the first time, and he has the nerve to say right here, most games he play, or a lot of games, or whatever weasel word he used, that it's honest playthroughs. It's a really dumb thing to not really lie about. I ain't gonna really even call that a lie. It's a really dumb thing to say something like that about when you know it's not fucking true and you know no one's gonna believe it. But whatever. That's that. Oh my God. 27-minute long weekend preview. Jeez, man. This is like the 8th. Oh, this is like my 8th hardcore gaming season with you. Wow, it's got to be exciting. Mafia 3 was supposed to be out today. I know this for a fact because it said on PS Store 3/10/2016, and they changed the date. Oh, the game is already made. Look up Rad Brad. He already has the game. Fucking Rad Brad, man. Yeah, I was wondering why the game was coming out Friday too. I don't know. Mafia 3, something seemed off about that game, and something been seeming off about it for a while. Biker DLC coming out for G. Why the fuck would he play that? He ain't played none of the DLC for GTA 5 for like the last year. Won't be able to watch this playthrough for a while. He's saving up for a PC and then buying this game. After I played through it, I'll probably watch it. You saving up for a PC to get Mafia 3? That's not a good thing to save up for a PC for. It's a lot of other stuff you can get. Whatever. Weekend preview, October 2nd, Woptober 2nd, 2016, Mafia 3. Finally, new games begin. New games began 2 months ago. New games are always beginning. There's always new games coming out. But whatever. The hardcore gaming season, like I said, the hardcore gaming season allegedly started with King of Fighters. But now it's starting with Mafia 3. Whatever. I can't wait for Mafia 3 to be disappointing, and then the hardcore gaming season is going to start in like November or some shit. But let's get this show on the road. Skip past this silence. Try to save some time. Click, click, aha.
Alright, hello everyone. DarkSyde Phil here, and welcome to the weekend.
What a dingy shirt.
Today is Sunday, October 2nd, 2016, and I'm really excited.
He's pumped.
Positive.
The skeletons are pumped.
There's a lot of fun, great stuff going on right now that's just about to start a big wave of new content, new games. In fact, this week, later this week, begins the pattern.
I always like the idea. Oh, that's an interesting screenshot of his face. I always like the idea that a game is content.
The hardcore gaming.
It's just like when people say videos are content. Uploading new content daily. It sounds really obnoxious and pretentious to say. It's a fancy word. Well, not even a fancy word. It seems fancy. It makes it sound more intelligent. I release content on YouTube instead of saying, "Oh, I just put videos on YouTube." But it's one of those kind of words. It's kind of obnoxious. At least to me, it is. I hate the word content, especially when it's used for simple shit like a YouTube video. It's kind of lowbrow content, in my opinion. Like, for all that, we ought to call fucking books content. Oh, he's a content writer. He doesn't write books. He writes content. Because everything is content. This fucking weird ring finger thing is content. It's a thing, isn't it? Fuck. A pen is content. This shitty phone is content. This knife is content. You see this content in my hand? That's why I hate that word. Because you're making simple shit sound like it's fancy.
Season,
but whatever. That's me rambling.
A lot earlier in the year.
This shirt is content.
This week, and literally from this week until, say, mid-December, there will be brand new game releases every single week, sometimes multiple game releases every week, and I'm going to be here.
It's multiple game releases every week, every day. Not every week, every day. It's multiple game releases every week, every month. Does it mean multiple AAA bullshit games that not a lot of people are going to care about anyway? Because they all sequels and they all part of niche markets? Like WWE and like Dragon Ball Xenoverse? Oh, I love Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Stephen. Fuck you. Yeah, you and other people that like Dragon Ball Z in 2016.
Every day, on live stream, on demand.
That sounds really like a really asshole thing to say, but it's fucking true.
Content for you over on KO Gaming, including
you won't care about the game unless you care about Dragon Ball Z.
Keep in mind, my year-end videos will be on KO Gaming
this
year,
whatever.
And that's going to be great to do all those series with a new audience, right? I've got some 20,000 some people over there, a lot of which are their newcomers who don't even know much about me and are enjoying that content.
He is really dumb. He thinks all of those subs on KO Gaming are brand new people that don't know who he is. Sure, buddy. And let's think about this. Let's also take into consideration how fucking stupid this sounds. He trying to say all the subs on KO Gaming are brand new people that don't know who he is. Don't he promote KO Gaming on every pre-stream? So either he think his promotion don't work, or he just really naive. I think he's just really naive. All right.
And it's going to be cool to be doing that on a new channel. And of course, here on the King of Hay Vlogs, you're going to see all kinds of holiday-themed stuff coming up.
Oh man, I can't wait.
For Halloween, maybe I do something.
A pumpkin carving? Remember when him and Panda Lee was supposed to go to the pumpkin patch last year and they didn't go? That was disappointing because I wanted to watch those videos.
Pumpkin and stuff like that, and obviously Christmas.
As a matter of fact, they never carved the pumpkin last year, and I remember last year he was hyping up going to a pumpkin patch, and he was hyping up carving a pumpkin. Are you gonna hype that shit up again this year and not do a DSP? Come on, man. It's a dumb thing to hype up, and it's even more dumb to hype it up and not do it.
So the next few months are gonna be in full swing. I'm gonna be super duper busy. Okay, and I know that most of you...
He's going to be super duper busy playing games for 3 hours a day in the middle of the day, and then for 2 hours a day at the end of the day, like he do every day of the year anyway.
We're going to be affected by the big thing in gaming right now. Everyone is terming Broketober, because there's so many
Broketober? It's a Woptober!
Game releases that people have been interested in for years that are finally releasing in October. It seems like it's almost impossible to be able to afford all of these releases.
People buying these games? I feel bad for them.
This is all at once. So, I am here to help ease that pain, because I'll be covering all those games.
Oh yeah, we're going to watch him play the game. We don't need to buy it now because DarkSyde Phil played it, and we know him. He's one of the best Let's Players on YouTube. As a matter of fact, we don't need to buy a game he play, because when he play his games, and she'll soap for 5 minutes before he start playing, it's just like we sit on the couch next to him. So why the fuck should we buy a game when we can sit on the couch next to DarkSyde Phil and play it with him? That's a good point. Well, I'm not playing any games this year. I'm just gonna watch him play everything.
Check out yourself, or just watch a playthrough of, or completely avoid altogether after seeing a few videos of it, right? So it's gonna be.
You're not avoiding it if you watch a couple videos.
I'm gonna outline right now how this week is going to work. All right, and then I'm gonna talk a little bit about
the month.
Good news in regards to Patreon,
good.
Because yes, it is a new month, being October.
Woptober.
An update regarding last month's Patreon goals. It's a positive, great news, by the way.
Yeah, you hit the goal.
At what the next
no
goal
shit.
will be, and I'll be setting that up in the next few days. But anyway, I'd rather cover the schedule first, so let's get to that. All right, so the bottom line is this first week of October, there's a big new release coming up later in the week, but that's the only major new release that's really coming out this week. There is another one, and I'll talk about it later on in this video. But the question is, what will I be doing between now and then? It's Sunday night. The big high-profile new release isn't out till Friday. What will I be doing? Well, first of all, I'm actually in the middle of 3 different playthroughs right now. Okay.
These 3 games are so exciting, by the way. Just wait.
Forza Horizon 3.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me.
Also, playthrough of a racing game. You know he's not gonna beat Forza. He's not gonna beat it. He's just gonna stop playing it when he get bored or when people stop showing up. So that's Forza.
The first racing game that I played.
Oh man, it's so exciting.
And I'll be honest with you. I do think the game has positives and negatives. There's some things about the game I absolutely love, and there's a few things about the game that I think just suck. I don't know why they're in there or why they kind of shove it down your throat that you have to try to do some of this stuff. But overall, I've really been enjoying the experience. The fact that it's driving around in all these different kinds of cars. There's races.
Can't hate on somebody for liking a game.
Stunt jumps. There's all this fun
stuff.
No,
I ain't gonna say that.
Really
can't hate on somebody for having fun with a game.
If you have been following the playthrough, that you're liking it. If you haven't checked out the playthrough yet, if you
man, you gotta watch it. It's great.
Refreshing and different from Phil. That is it, because that is very different from any of the games that I would cover. You know, in my kind.
Every day when I wake up, I say I want to see something that's different and refreshing from Phil. I say that every day.
In a comfort zone. The past 4 or 5 years, really, I haven't done a major driving game and covered it. You know what I mean? So
also, he played 2 racing games on the PS4 and the Xbox One launched. He talking like he ain't played a racing game in 20 years.
Check that out if you haven't yet. In addition to that, I am at the very end of being.
And he would have played Drive Club when it first came out. Remember Drive Club? I complained about Drive Club a couple weeks ago. He would have played that when it came out. More time for me to complain about Drive Club. I gotta take advantage of this as best as I can. Drive Club has a fucking VR game coming out for the PlayStation VR. So the game that was supposed to be a PS Plus game got announced as a PS Plus game like I think it got announced as a PS Plus game before the PS4 even came out. And it got delayed. And then it came out and you was able to get it for $60, but it got delayed on PS Plus because it didn't work for the people that spent $60 for it. Fast forward more than a year, it's still not on PS Plus, but you can buy the $400 PSVR and you can buy, I think it's $20 or $30 or whatever for the Drive Club VR. Fuck you, Sony.
Banjo-Kazooie HD, the remaster that came out with the Rare Replay collection last year. If you're not aware, that was actually a celebratory game playthrough because I hit my funding goal.
What a bunch of fucking cunts for that.
Well, technically now it's 2 months ago. In August, that was the reward.
And somebody somewhere would defend that. Somebody somewhere would defend that.
That's going to be wrapped up.
Defend blatant fucking lying.
I started a second run through Dead Rising Remastered, the New Game Plus run, where I'm using all of the stuff that I earned in my first run through of the game in this second one. And boy, holy crap, is it literally a polar opposite style experience. Doing this, once you know where the items are.
It's literally a polar opposite. So is the game extremely cold? I don't know. I'm missing something here.
Once you have better speeds, you can get through the mall quicker, more damage.
He explained in the mechanics of a 10-year-old game.
Horizon, I don't know how long the game is. Okay, it's actually hard to read because the way that the game
tells you a completion percentage.
Hub, and you do all these races and stunts and things around the hub, and then you up your number of fans. Okay, that's basically how you mark progression in the game. Once you hit a number of fans, you can either expand this festival of events to another part of Australia, which is where the game takes place, or you can expand this one hub that you're already at and just basically have more events around it. And I've been doing this now. I played it for, I think 3 sessions. So 3 sessions, that's a good, 9 hours of gameplay. And there's no
For some
telling how
reason,
far
my
I really
computer
am. Is
using
there
up
gonna
like
be
no
another 9
resources.
hours to beat this thing?
I'm very
Is there a
confused
definitive
right
ending,
now.
or is it just kind of go infinitely? You know what I mean? I'm sure eventually there's probably stops expanding, but there are big chunks of the map I haven't even explored yet. So I'm thinking there's still a lot more to go. So I definitely want to continue on with that. Obviously, the Dead Rising run is going to be interesting because I'm doing stuff I didn't do in the first run. But the other thing is, oh my God, is it much quicker now? Like, I'm going way fast through the game. Today, in 3 hours of playing it, I probably did what I did in like 7 hours of my first run. That's how fast things are advancing because I have the better abilities. I'm able to get from point A to point B. I'm seeing.
Wow, you mean to tell me New Game Plus is slightly easier in a game that doesn't make itself harder for New Game Plus? Unbelievable. I would have never fucking guessed.
All these people, I'm just zooming right through all the boss fights. So that's a good thing. It means that
I
the
would have
progress
never
is a
guessed.
very different experience than the first run. Banjo, I'm going to beat. One more session, it's over. There's no way that's going to take more than one more session. So the way I want to approach it is this.
You still ain't beat that fucking game yet?
I am going to put a poll up on my Twitter.
Oh, look, another free poll.
At They Call Me DSP
Wow.
on Twitter.
It don't cost $5.
Do you want to see more Dead Rising Remastered or more Forza on Monday's gameplay stream? And it will be in the hands of you, the viewers, voting on this poll to determine is do a video for KO Gaming about Forza Horizon 3. Now, I'm going to be honest here with everyone. I actually don't
as opposed to
think
being
I'm
a liar?
qualified to review the game. And I know a lot of people might say, wow, Phil's actually going to, step up and say that. Yeah, and the bottom line is I don't know enough about cars. I don't know enough about other games in the Forza series. And I haven't played an actual kind of driving simulation style game like this in so long. I don't even have a frame of reference to compare Forza Horizon 3 to anything else.
So let me get this straight. By this logic, he can't review a lot of games then, because he don't play other games that compete against that game, because they don't know a lot about the super source material, because they don't know a lot about cars. That's like saying I can't review Call of Duty because I don't know about guns. Or I can't review, I don't know. I don't fucking know Dynasty Warriors because I don't know about Chinese history. What?
What I want to do is I want to do a video on KO Gaming telling you what I like and dislike about the game, but
so you basically want to do an impressions video.
It'll be more like an impressions mini review,
wow.
where I just tell you if I like the game or what I don't like about the game, and I'm not going to give it a number score because I think that would be completely unfair because I don't have anything else to compare it to. You know what I mean?
I thought you compare every game to every game. Take a sip.
At some point this week, I want to work on that. All right? I don't know when that's going to be. It could be Tuesday night. It could be later in the week. I don't know.
God,
the other thing is, vlogging. I really haven't done a lot of vlogging recently. Besides last week, I did do a new.
This is a vlog
right here on the King of Hate Vlogs, but I haven't had an opportunity to do any other kind of vlogging recently.
This is a vlog. His unboxings are a vlog. DSP tries it's all a vlog. Ask the King was a vlog. And I know when I say it, it just sounds like I'm saying Ask the King. Fuck you. All of that's a vlog.
So I'm thinking maybe
is a vlog literally just is a vlog in his mind literally just him sitting on the sofa talking about a random thing or a specific thing. This is him sitting on the sofa talking about a specific thing. How is this not a vlog? What?
If my Loot Gaming crate arrives this week, maybe I'll do the Loot Gaming unboxing because I just did a Loot Anime unboxing, and now I'm waiting for the Loot Gaming to come, which is supposed to arrive shortly. Maybe there'll be a hot topic that happens.
Hot topic.
And I want to talk about it. I don't know.
Perez Hilton.
So I'm going to leave that on the table. That could happen as well. But I'm going to play it by ear. I'm going to play it by ear and see how we go. Because the bottom line is, what I'm working on right now, the Dead Rising Remastered second run and Forza
working on
both wrap up.
We work on playthroughs of video games.
So that will allow me to explain why everything has to wrap up by Friday. Ooh, excuse me. Because on Friday... Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Just ate dinner, excuse me.
Fuck.
On Friday is the release of the new release for this week, Mafia 3.
I gotta hear about Mafia 3 again.
Number one, because Mafia 2 I just played earlier this year. I actually really enjoyed it. I was like loving the playthrough, and people who watched that playthrough even said that that was like a classic style playthrough.
Oh my god.
Games that I used to play and the fun I used to have on YouTube when I...
It probably was two fucking people that said this, first of all. Second of all, what fucking sense does that make? It was a classic style playthrough. So it's a classical way DSP can play a game. It's not just him sitting down playing a game and yelling. Some games he sit down and just play and yell, but it's in the classical way. Oh my God. I don't think the people that told him could explain it, and I don't think he could explain it either. It's just fucking buzzwords.
Started with games that were open world kind of sandbox style games. If you didn't see the Mafia 2 playthrough, I'm going to take this opportunity right now to strongly recommend you check
get
it
the
out
fuck
on
out of
DSP
here.
Gaming before Mafia 3 this Friday.
Watch somebody else play it on
PC.
PC. It's 2016.
Second run. That is
play it yourself.
Watch
it could probably run on a fucking pineapple.
I'm glad it gave me the background to prepare for this one coming up on Friday. Okay. Now here's the thing, and you might not have heard about this. They haven't sent out any review copies. They're not going to send out any review copies. Yeah, I know. Some people might say, what? Why? I don't know. And it could be alarming. I don't know. Sometimes when they don't send out review copies, it's like they're trying to hide something, right? They're trying to hide something from the mainstream media. Then again, earlier this year, Doom, the new Doom game came out.
He's going to jack Doom off?
Copies. That game was outstanding. It was by far, hands down, one of my favorite games this year. And I think in that case what it is they didn't want to have it go out there and have a bunch of, I hate to say it, but a lot of the mainstream gaming media, what they try to do is they try to take a game like Doom where there's not a lot of super AAA hype or budget or anticipation, and they like to nitpick the fuck out of it. It plays too much like an old...
First of all, Mafia 3 you can't even imagine complaints of this caliber about Mafia 3. It plays... Oh boy. So let me get this straight. DSP thinks they didn't put out... First of all, budget. Doom didn't have a budget. Look at that face, by the way. His snarky online forum post face, I guess. But Doom didn't have a budget, apparently. What? Wasn't hyped. What? Whatever. Maybe they didn't just put out review copies because they wanted to Bethesda it. I don't fucking know. But you can't compare that to fucking Mafia 3. And he's going to complain about people saying Doom played too much like old first-person shooters. And this is something I love in video games. When a game comes out, it's like certain games just get a pass for doing shit that other games get shat on for. And some people try to not do that, and then they get shit for giving the game shit over the same reasons why we give other games shit. Like if GTA 6 came out tomorrow and it played just like GTA 3, we would shit on it, right? But Doom came out, it's an old school first person shooter. It's old school, you guys. That's okay. I guess it's okay because we like that, but we don't like other stuff being old school. But the way DSP think and the way some other people think, we don't have the right to say that we don't like it because it's old school or because it played like an old game, because it purposely did it. So again, with that logic, if something is bad and it says, I am bad, we can't say it's bad because it's telling us that it's bad. I'm not saying old school game's bad. I'm saying if you do something and it's obvious, that means apparently, according to DSP, we can't point it out because they want that to be the case. That's fucking stupid.
School game, and I've seen it before. Sorry, IGN fucking loves to do this. They put one reviewer that doesn't even understand the fucking game, right? Has no frame of reference.
He talking about that old side-scrolling game. I think it was Double Dragon Neon. He talking about Double Dragon Neon. The game wasn't even all that fucking good to begin with. And for some reason, DSP had a hard-on for it because it was old school. And somebody at IGN reviewed it, and they didn't like it, and DSP got in a Twitter war with him. He's talking about this years later. Well, they're not talking about it, he's referencing it years later.
What the game is or how to fucking review it because they don't even understand the old Doom games.
Shout out to Mitch Dyer.
I didn't like it. And then fucking everyone follows suit and pans the game. I think that's what it was with Doom. They were afraid that was going to happen, being it's been so long since we've seen.
I don't think that was the case.
Maybe that's what it is with Mafia 2. Because Mafia 3.
No.
Mafia 2 was.
No, I don't think Mafia 3 is going to have similar gameplay elements to Mafia 2. At least not to the point when people would say it's too much like an old game. Oh my God, what if that is the case? You can't make a game like that and make it like the old games. It's not gonna be good. A game like Doom, you can get away with it, but a game like Mafia, you can't get away with that because it's GTA clone.
2009, I think. So you're talking a good 7-8 years, you know, since the last installment.
It's not even the same dev team.
Again, if we bring back this franchise after so long and people play it, and they're not
maybe it's just not good, DSP.
Have them judge it on their own merits, right? I don't know. It could be something completely opposite, like they're trying to fool us and not let advanced reviews go out there and think that it's great and then we all buy it and it sucks. I don't know. We're going to find out firsthand on Friday when I start covering Mafia 3.
Make sure to watch his stream, you guys.
So, the way it's going to work is Monday, it's going to be whatever you vote for and the conclusion of Banjo-Kazooie. It will not be a second session. So what it's looking to me like is maybe, maybe Tuesday I do a gameplay stream and I do kind of that impressions review. Mafia 3. Same thing on Saturday. I'm going to be going all in on Mafia 3. Another day where I'm going to be doing a major gameplay stream, and I may probably do some more gameplay at night of Mafia 3. And the same thing, Sunday will not be a double stream. It'll just be a single stream.
Holy crap. Mafia 3, 2 streams Friday. Mafia 3, maybe 2 streams Saturday. And Mafia 3 on Sunday. Wow. If Mafia 3 is butt, he is going to really regret this. I don't think it's going to be that bad. I just don't think it's going to be that good either. I think it's just going to be another game that come out and exist for a little while and people care about it for 2 days and then never talk about it again. Like Mirror's Edge Catalyst instance.
Hoping, honestly, to wrap up Mafia 3 on Monday. Now you may say to yourself,
he want to start Mafia 3 Friday and beat it Monday? What? This is 2011? Take a sip. Oh my God.
So basically you're starting on Friday and you want to finish it by Monday. That's crazy. Why are you going through the game so quickly?
Because the new game's coming out.
We have non-stop new releases.
This is the same mistake he make every year, and he say he won't do it every year. The game ain't even out yet. The game ain't even in your hand, and you want to beat it in a weekend. But you only play games for 3 hours a day. 5 max.
Next several weeks, and next week, so not this coming Tuesday, but the week after, that Tuesday, Gears of War 4
Boo.
And WWE 2K17.
Boo.
Oh, by the way, later that week is the release of the PlayStation VR, which I'm going to be covering pretty in depth. I'm going to be playing all the
He gonna have to spend a lot of money
available for it when I get it. I'm supposed to be getting it on
if he even want to play half the games on the PlayStation VR, you will have to spend like $700. Oh boy. It's going to be fun to see those views. Because they would need to be really fucking high for to pay off all the money he got to spend.
I'm not sure what time, but I'm going to get the hardware from Best Buy on release day. I'm going to hook it up and unbox. I'll do unboxings and all of that. It's going to be a really fun coverage of this new hardware because I haven't done a new hardware coverage event in years, right? Hasn't been any new hardware to cover. So that's exciting. But the bottom line is Mafia 3 has to be done before the new releases because I'm going to only have Tuesday and Wednesday to focus on the new releases. Then the PSVR is going to come out, and then it's going to be all jumbled for the next week or so. So I need to get Mafia 3 done by
Look at his
Monday
face.
Night. Okay? Now,
he looks frightened.
I'm even going to have time to review it in time. If, let's say I play all day Friday, all day Saturday, a mainstream on Sunday, and I could finish it on Monday, then I could review it Monday night. Perfect. But I'm not guaranteeing that. I certainly don't want to skip. Let's say I'm playing the game and I'm enjoying it, right? I don't want to rush through it and purposely skip content for the sake of finishing it for the review. I hate fucking reviewers that do that shit. When you're enjoying an experience, right?
Yeah. We know DSP never rushed through a game to review it or to put up a shitty Let's Play on YouTube. He never did that before, you guys. But as usual, DSP got a fucking strain, some kind of instance to shit on generic other YouTubers and generic other reviewers. As usual. Oh man. Goddamn. All the time.
On things because you have a timeline or a deadline, you're missing the game experience. You're missing out. And
how? Explain.
You can tell when you read the reviews when they're not hitting upon certain things that you personally saw firsthand in your own.
See, this is him being really fucking specific, but he wouldn't do this with his own stuff. And if somebody do it with him, he'll go against it. You know, if you play a game a lot and you didn't play it a lot and you reviewed it and he reviewed it, that means his review better. But what about if somebody played a game more than you? Does that make their review better? If I play Mario Maker for $400 and review it, does that make my review better? If I play Street Fighter 5 way more than DSP, does that mean my review will be better than his? Just because I played it more and because I know more about that specific game than him? Not really. But that's the way he try to look at stuff. Just when it's on his side. When it's not on his side, then he doesn't bring any of this up at all.
Gameplay experience, like, did they not play the whole game? You know? And I see it all the time with these mainstream reviews. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to rush through it. So
wait, somebody died?
I don't finish Mafia
Former
3
WWE Ric Flair
Monday,
claims he smashed Halle Berry. Thanks, Vlad TV.
I
I thought he was dead.
3 to 5 hours, probably around 5 to 6 hours of gameplay on Friday, probably around 5 hours on Saturday, so you're talking 11 hours already, another 3 hours on Sunday, another 3 hours on Monday, give or take, because I might, you know...
Well, it's good, Ric Flair's still alive.
I absolutely need to. I'm pretty confident that I could probably get around 20 hours of gameplay in from Friday to Monday. And I'm pretty sure that the game probably won't be longer than 20 hours long. I mean, Mafia 2 wasn't longer than 20 hours long.
Yeah, Mafia 2 came out like 7 years ago.
Incredibly longer than that, unless they do pad it with some repetitive side missions.
Wouldn't it be godlike if Mafia 3 was like 60 hours long? Man.
I don't always do.
And you was forced to do side quests. If they pulled them, if they Arkham Knighted it,
then I won't waste my time with the repetitive
that'd be great
stuff, right? So here's hoping if there is side content, it's meaningful. And it's not just a grind. There you have it. So that's kind of the plan. Let me quickly review again because I know it's kind of confusing.
Oh my God!
Tomorrow.
You just tell us something in this video, and then you I complained about this a few weeks ago. He tell us about this shit for 17 minutes, and then he sums it up in about 2 minutes. What that mean? You could just make a 2-minute long video, DSP. You don't have to give us all this backstory.
Over here, Patreon.
Oh, Tevin, you give backstory all the time.
The good news
is what it is. I don't fucking know.
Of September. It went up, it went down, it went up, it went down, it went up, it went down. I know it's confusing. People are going to that page, and you're seeing the total go up. Oh, we hit the goal. Then it goes down again. Then it goes up and down. The reason
the average view isn't doing that.
Pledges to my Patreon now. Okay, it shows immediately in the total. But if they decide, well, I just pledged $20, but I don't want to pledge $20 again next month. I only did it for this month's goal, so let me lower my amount. And then they do that, then the total goes down. And I talked to Patreon about this, and they're not going to fix it.
Oh my
they basically
God.
were like, listen, you're one of the few people who's doing the upfront charges when people pledge to Patreon. And
Patreon dumb as fuck.
So that way
they get all that money and they handle a business that oddly. If it's all true what he's saying.
And it sucks because now the total goes like this, and you can never tell if we hit the goal. The good news is we absolutely 100% hit the funding goal for September, which means just how I'm doing the Banjo-Kazooie event now, there will be an event on October 31st of this month. The Halloween Horror Marathon. Right now, when I'm done with this video, I'm going to be heading over to Patreon.com, and I'm going to be messaging you, the patrons, from September who need to get me their information.
We're like fucking 40 people?
So I can get your forum nominating games. In fact, tonight I'm going to create the poll, or not the Twilight Zone.
Jesus Christ! Well, I don't care what shows you're watching.
On things like PSN or Xbox Live, you know, if it's an older game, Xbox One compatible game, or original Xbox compatible game on the Xbox 360 that you can download. Same thing with PSN. Maybe the PS1 or PS2 game you can download virtually over PSN. Okay, and PC games to a point. What I say by that is, if it's a PC game that's not graphically intensive, all right, then I consider doing it. But if it's a PC game, it has 1080p, 60 frames per second, insanely, detailed horror graphic.
But DSP, don't you stream at 1080 60? But you want to play PC games in fucking 480p with slideshows for jump scares? I don't know.
It's not going to work because I can't stream and record that at the same time on my PC. I can't. It doesn't handle it.
Because you suck,
so,
DSP.
That being said,
that's why.
Primarily, it's going to be console games that I'm hoping will get nominated, and hopefully it's things I can
man. I like that the Wii U wasn't mentioned, by the way. The Wii has horror games on it. You could play Wii games on a Wii U. Yeah, you can. Well,
if a few PC games get nominated, I'll have to look into them and see if they're things that I can viably play for the marathon, all right? Then after around 2 weeks of patrons nominating these games, I'm going to tally up the nominations and put a poll up on the forums where the patrons will then be voting on, out of those, say 3 or 4 which will be played during the Halloween Horror Marathon. It's going to take place on Halloween Horror Marathon. It's going to take place on Halloween Day, which if you're not aware, Halloween
Didn't he
Day
just
is
tell us
Monday,
this?
October 31st.
Well, October.
Switch it up if there's something boring. By the way, there is still a strong rumor that the Friday the 13th game that we saw footage of at E3 is coming out sometime this month, but it doesn't have a release date. Like, they still didn't give it a solid release date, yet they're still saying it's coming out in October. I'm kind of skeptical. I mean, that would obviously be the perfect kind of game to play on this marathon, right? But there's no guarantee that it's actually coming out.
Isn't that like a multiplayer-focused game that's pretty much evolved, but with people against Jason? That would be a terrible game to play for a Halloween marathon. It's not even going to be scary. Not scary in the way a story-oriented horror game could be. Unless I'm missing something here.
Okay, so that is happening now. In regards to this month, the month of October, obviously it's a new month, which means a new monthly goal and everything for Patreon.
Fucking
same goal it's always been. I'm not changing it or anything like that. And I have an idea. I think what I would like to do is to maybe have a return to indies. You don't know indie games. I haven't played indie games in a long time. The last indie game marathon that I did was early on this year.
Oh man, you are man, so unoriginal.
A bunch of times previously, but I never had a chance to. Apparently, it was just released for PS4, and there's been a few other big indie style releases that have been released this year that people have been interested in. If I would play them, and I never got a chance to, this could be the opportunity. If we hit a goal and I do an indie marathon, say, at the end of November. That could be pretty awesome, and I think that's what it's going to be. I haven't made the title card or anything for it yet. I'm throwing that out there. I think people would be willing to see, oh man, Phil playing indie games. And by the way, I also know what
Phil playing indie games. Every day when I wake up in the morning, I say, man, I hope Phil plays some indie games. He hasn't done that more than once already or anything.
But I'm not going to spoil that yet. I'll hold off and just hype on this month's before I get ahead of myself.
Take us out. It's almost over with, man. It's almost over with.
The first week of October is going to be full of good stuff. Continuing and finishing playthroughs, a kind of mini review on KO Gaming, my coverage of Mafia 3 all weekend long, leading into next week. And then next week, big new releases again, new hardware. It's going to be crazy. And this whole month, I swear, this whole month is going to go by like that. Because this is what happens during the hardcore gaming season when all the new releases are out. It just, whoop, in the blink of an eye, the whole month is gone. And I almost guarantee that's how this month is going to happen. Okay? All right, so that is it for the weekend preview. Thank you, everyone. Please, everyone that there's new releases this week that I'll be covering. Because what happens is, it's been a slow summer. There haven't been a lot of people around because there haven't been a lot of big releases. People would come out when there's a new release and this is disappointing. And I agree. The new releases for the past 3 months have been disappointing.
Fucking God, dude.
Let's get head first into the new ones, and hopefully we get out of all the new stuff coming out in October. There's got to be a few good ones, right?
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Hidden in these games that are going to blow us away, and I hope that it's a fun month solely because
he's
of that,
starving for views.
Thank you for being patient over a slow summer. It is now time to begin with the crazy ass gaming coverage that you know me for every single year.
Wow.
All right, that's it. Without further ado, to end the video, fuck
that Patreon shit. And of course, we know him for his hardcore gaming season coverage every year. Yeah, because there's so many games he skips every year. We know him for that. Oh my God. It's over with. It's fucking over with. I don't even know what the hashtag could be. Hashtag views been done like 40 times already. That's hashtag views and hashtag business. That's like the best I could think of. Oh boy. It's going to be a fun and exciting Woptober. I hope you're excited. Oh man. I'm not excited because I'm not going to fucking buy a PS4 and pay a fucking bill to Sony. I already pay actually important bills and I already pay for internet, so fuck them. And fuck they $400 bullshit. Or they $20 to $60 bullshit pack-in games that they charging separate for and that the devs charging separate for. Overpriced bullshit. I already complained about that enough today to make somebody mad. I hope somebody get to know about it. Somebody always fucking get to know about it. They ain't watching the video this far anyway. When is Xbox One VR gonna come out? Next year? I don't know. Oh, poor Xbox. I remember when Xbox was the system everybody else jacked off. Now they all jack off the PlayStation. Oh, PlayStation 3 is the best system ever. Well, look at the triggers. Look at the thumbsticks. Triggers and thumbsticks. Anyway, feel like it was something I want to say and I forgot. I don't know. But yeah, I am Audi 5000 G. I guess I'll see you in the next video. Like the video if you want to like the video and all that shit. I don't fucking care. Shit. Yeah, I don't know. Feel like it was something I want to say. I hope this video works, cause my CPU usage has been oddly, extremely low this whole recording. Like 40% lower than it's supposed to be. Very confused. But I guess I'll see when I hit start recording in like 2 minutes. But yeah, I am gone. I'm really tired and I still gotta cook stuff to eat later. And do other stuff. Oh well. It is what it is. Nothing I can do about it.